Hi, my name is Britta, and 2 years ago I had never sailed. But somehow one step led to the next, and now I'm living on a small sailboat with my partner. We are learning as we go, and trying to figure out life on the water one day at a time. We crossed the Atlantic, spent months on land backpacking, and then sailed north along the Brazilian coast. After a short stop on Ilha dos Lençóis, it's time to keep going toward French Guiana and the old prison islands. The passage starts relaxed. The following days are quiet. One night we drift completely, no wind at all. We avoid a couple of fishing boats, and at one point we almost get caught in a long net. Later we even run over one in the dark. Luckily, nothing happens. My biggest fear is jumping into the open water to cut the net off the propeller. That is my personal nightmare. We only make little progress, but the current helps us with 2 extra knots, so we keep moving slowly. It's so beautiful out here, and then just after the sunset, we cross the equator for the second time. We toast with Neptune, and right then a group of dolphins shows up. Same as last time. A coincidence? Probably, but it still feels special. And this time the moon is bright enough to make almost every night feel like daytime. At the start of this second leg toward French Guiana, I honestly didn't want to keep sailing. I was tired of the constant motion, the heat, the sun that never gives you a break, the lack of sleep, the humid air, the wet clothes, and the salty cabin. I kept asking myself, why am I doing this? Crossing the Atlantic felt different. Everything was new. Unknown, exciting. This stretch felt repetitive, slower, less dramatic, almost boring in a way. And maybe that was the hardest part, going from constant new impressions on our backpacking trip to this very quiet, simple life again. What helps you push through moments when you feel unmotivated? Routine, rest, or something else? But after some days, something shifts. I find a rhythm, small daily tasks. Washing, cooking, sleeping, reading. There isn't much more energy than that. But suddenly, that's okay. I start to enjoy the simplicity again.
Why do the calm, uneventful days challenge you more than the rough ones?
Yes, most challenging for me are not the storms or the rough nights. It's the quiet stretches, the days where nothing happens. It always shows me how quickly you lose structure at sea. The days with no wind, without any real progress, with no clear plan, they push your patience way more than any storm. And yes, sometimes it is way harder than it sounds. Out there, you constantly meet your limits, the physical ones and also the emotional ones, and you cross them without even noticing when it happens, and then you have to deal with them. There is something about dolphins. No matter how tired you are, no matter how slow the day feels, when they show up, everything lifts. They always appear out of nowhere and ride the bow, just centimeters from the boat, matching our speed with almost no effort. Scientists say dolphins do this partly for fun. It saves energy, yes, but it also seems to simply make them happy. And it makes me happy too. But the truth is, dolphins around the world are struggling. Noise pollution, plastic overfishing, and especially bycatch. Hundreds of thousands die every year in fishing nets they never see coming. Here, off the coast of Brazil, their numbers are still healthy. You feel that immediately. They are curious and confident. And maybe that's why these moments feel so precious. Because you don't know how many years from now seas like this will still have dolphins racing the bow of small sailboats. Then the squalls come again, walls of wind and rain. We reef the sails, the wind picks up, the speed rises. We are now sailing at the latitude of the Amazon River. It feels unreal to pass a place like this, one of the biggest, wildest river systems on the planet. And yet, I see nothing but open sea around me. And just my thought that somewhere to our west, the brown stained water of the Amazon pushes into the Atlantic.
Da ist der Amazonas. Wir sind wirklich gerade eigentlich dort, wo der Amazonas rauskommt. Fahren wir vorbei mit ein bisschen Abstand. Und dann da oben ist Französisch Guiana.
During the night, we decide to take the sails down completely, just to make sure we arrive in daylight. Before arriving, we do a quick engine check. And, of course, it doesn't start. Again! The starter battery seems dead, so we jump it with the service battery. Not ideal at all, it's almost empty in the morning. But we don't have another choice.
What was the weirdest part of arriving in French Guiana?
Definitely the rocket debris warning. One moment we are just sailing past the Amazon River, this huge force of nature, And a few days later, we get a warning on our electronic charts that there's a caution area for falling rocket parts. Surreal, right? So just imagine you're sailing in the middle of the Atlantic, no land in sight, nothing, and yet they are launching rockets from the Guyana Space Center, and bits of them can just fall right where you are sailing. I mean, wow, okay. But their used stages are actually supposed to fall into the ocean. It's a legal fallback zone, and yeah, we were just sailing right into it. I felt between two worlds. The ocean isn't just water, it's a space shared between different systems, and yeah, not all of them are visible.
We are now anchored just off Ile Royale. From a distance, Ile Royale looks like paradise. Palm trees, quiet water, bright colors everywhere. It feels harmless and welcoming. But once you step onto the island, the atmosphere shifts. French Guiana carries a heavy past. Behind these peaceful views are centuries of colonization, deadly diseases, forced labor, and the near erasure of indigenous communities. And then came the penal colony. For decades, this group of islands was France's harshest form of punishment. A place you were sent to disappear. Beautiful on the outside, brutal underneath. And the closer you walk, the more the island tells you that story. Today, Ile Royale doesn't feel oppressive. It feels calm, almost like a small nature reserve that just happens to hold the memory of something much darker. The mix of wild nature and harsh history makes it unique. The atmosphere is incredible. The animals, the plants, the landscape that feels stronger than the ruins.
In the beginning, from dusk to dawn, the journey of life, it carries on. From simple forms to complex dreams, through endless time, life reigns supreme. From the oceans deep to the skies above, creation's rhythm, a dance of love. The spark ignited, the seed was sown. Through fire and chaos, we have grown. Chronicles of life, the evolution song, a journey of existence where we all belong. From stardust to the beating heart, the grand design, a work of art. Through time and change we learn, we grow. The story of life forever flows. From the ancient past to the future wide, we stand as one, through time we ride.
Walking across the island, you realize something simple. Nature is the one telling the story now. A story of return, adaptation, and quiet resilience. Agoutis. They look like oversized guinea pigs. So cute. They are eating the fallen fruit, especially the mangoes that grow in huge numbers here. And by the way, the best mangoes we have ever had. What surprised me the most was the silence. No cars, no modern background noise, just wind, waves and bird calls. From the old lookout points you see green hills rolling toward the sea. The coastline is bright blue, and for a moment it's hard to connect this peaceful view with the island's brutal past.
Erzähl mal etwas. Ich weiß auch nicht. Habe ich Durst? Was heisst es?
Next time, we are going to explore the old prison ruins and try to understand what life on these islands really used to be like.
Crossing to French Guiana reminded me how much quiet days at sea teach you. No structure, no rush, just time. Enough to feel your limits and sometimes move past them without even noticing. So, if you have ever felt similar out there or in your everyday life, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear. And if you enjoyed this episode, it would mean a lot if you could share it with someone who might like it too. So thanks and see you in the next one. Bye bye.